Okay, I shut up for a bit because some people were walking by, and I'm not a famous YouTuber yet, so I'm still somewhat shy in some ways about putting out my content. Okay, to get back to the point, well, the point I wanted to make, like, I'm surrounded at times in Miami by abundances that I don't bother to use. And intellectually, I think, why the hell do you not use this stuff? Like, I'm in this garden right now. I've been around this garden. I used to live here, and now I forget to. And it's got loads of coconuts. In fact, I'll take some video of the coconuts later. And I've always found it, I've only tried twice, difficult to open coconuts, even though I've heard that it's easy to open coconuts. And obviously, coconut water is great for you, right? I have bought it a few times. I've been surrounded by this abundance for years, and I've not learned to easily take out the coconut water from the coconuts. And one thing that, well, first of all, I have seen guys, particularly like Jamaican gardeners, they are very good with a machete. And they're not the only ones, but they're the ones I've tended to know, who will open up the coconuts. They're easy for them. I've tried to use the machete, it wasn't easy. I mean, yeah, I guess you have to get used to it. And apparently there are different ways. You just, you know, a cat just got off my lap. I took some video of that before, and I think they're gonna slow up my workload today. Because have you heard that song, "The Cat's on My Lap, Can't Go to Work" and all that stuff? It's a great record. I don't know if I'm allowed to put it on here without paying dues. Anyway, so to get back to the point, there are ways of opening the coconuts, but a big question to me is, are you allowed to? I mean, can you, for health reasons, can you have a coconut that's brown or green? Apparently, green are very good, the best for you. And then some people say, don't touch the brown ones, they're older and they're not good for you. And then other people say, that's fine, it's all good. So, what do you do? But what's really easy is mangoes. Anyway, back to the point. Right now, starfruit, there is a whole load of nutritional benefits for you that I should have been paying attention to before. But they include lots of antioxidants and vitamin C. And I'm going to do another video where I say not just this. Like, I was looking up starfruit last couple of days, and then I learned, like, they starfruits have really healing properties. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to cut up some starfruit and show you the way that I prefer to eat starfruit. That makes it a lot more attractive to me and perhaps to you. Oh, and I'd also like to say a bit of history. Like, I grew up in a very cold, extremely barren place in the north of England. Yes, I would wish it on my worst. Anyway, let's just say the food wasn't good. And even after I left there, like a long time later, I went back, and even on the high street at that point in time, I could not get a lemon. It was considered really exotic. So you can imagine we did not eat starfruit. I did not eat starfruit until I lived in London some years later, and I lived there a long time. And if you went to a good restaurant, you could have really exotic things like starfruit and mangoes, which I just used to order because it was just so unusual. It was just so exotic, particularly the starfruit, and I'll show you why in a moment. The way you cut them, you probably know. You may know, you may not. But it definitely makes them more attractive to eat. Anyway, so I used to order them in the restaurants, and it was highly exotic. And then I come here, and I'm fortunate because I'm around a lot of open land. Not everyone in Miami is. Like, a lot of the snowbirds, like me, when I came to Miami, I was so used to being like in London and in small spaces. And at times, well, just before I left, I was in a high rise, but normally I wasn't in a high rise. And people come here, like, the Miami property has gone up and everything because of all these snowbirds and other people, particularly post COVID, that freaking political drama. Anyway, they come here and the prices are being going up and up. And the thing is, when you come to Miami and you can even breathe, you can see the skies and this air, and you just think it's great. Even if you're living in an apartment, well, I don't think an apartment is the way to go. So I'm fortunate mostly being around Pinecrest, Coral Gables, and South Miami. South Miami has a lot of fallen mangoes in season. and some stuff. Anyway, but they're very nice areas and they tend to be larger lots of land. But when you get here as a foreigner,